Out with the Ghostbusters, in with the Demogorgon Hunters. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome back to another Stranger Things Season 5 update. So Ross Duffer is back at it again with his Instagram photo dumps, and today he's dropped some BTS pictures for weeks 25 through 27. So you guys know the drill. I'm going to be breaking down these pictures one by one, talking about theories and what everything could mean for Season 5. But before I do that, hit that like button. It helps out more than you guys know. And comment down below your theories. Subscribe and hit that notification bell to help reach my goal of 150,000 subscribers here on the channel. It means a lot. And if you want extra content, such as reaction videos, commentary tracks, including those for every episode of Stranger Things, and exclusive live Q&As, you can find that on my Patreon. Your support over there means the world. It can make a huge difference in my content creation journey, so consider becoming a Film Stock patron today. All right, so like I said up front, you guys know the drill. Ross Duffer posts on Instagram. We go pick by pick. We're starting with that first picture, which is of Steve Harrington. We see him next to the Squawk van, which is the WSQK radio station van. And again, in the background, we can see WSQK radio station, which again, seemingly is the new main location of the season. It looks like Joe Keery has a script in his hand, and I've been wondering, how are they going to introduce WSQK? We've been in Hawkins for 5 seasons. We haven't seen this location once. I'm curious to see where its grand entrance will be. The Starcourt Mall had its big entrance scene. The Creel House had its. What will that first scene of the WSQK radio station be? Who will be working the station potentially? Will it be the Linda Hamilton character? And more importantly, what song will be played when we first see the radio station? They gotta go big. It's a radio station. It's gotta be a banger from the 80s. In this second picture, we can see the Duffer brothers on set, and they're in shock. They're on a grassy field, and behind them we see a building that could be like the backside of the WSQK radio station, because you can see like a tower coming up overhead. Or it could be a farmhouse, or it could be a new location. I just wonder whatever they just filmed or whatever they're talking about to film that has them so shook on set. Like the whole season seems to be nuts, and I'm so in. In this third pick, we have the Shred Bin. The Eddie references are getting out of control, by the way, on the Stranger Things broadcast channel and these Ross Duffer posts. But I assume this is where they keep the cords on set for all the equipment, but they sure do love some Eddie Munson. And side rant, this just makes it all the more likely, in my opinion, that we are getting a Joseph Quinn cameo. That doesn't mean Eddie Munson's alive. I will still hear someone out if they say, hey, Eddie's alive and comes back. I wouldn't say it's out of the question, but a Joseph Quinn cameo is all but guaranteed in my mind. And after watching Deadpool and Wolverine, which I have a full review for linked above, you guys have to believe me when I say, anyone, any studio out there can hide cameos until the movie comes out. There are things in Deadpool and Wolverine I had no clue were happening, and I was shocked for the better. Stranger Things can bring anyone back without leaks. Trust me, it can be done. It's been done with a big Marvel film. Stranger Things can hide Joseph Quinn's return. In this fourth picture, we have a logo or decal that says Demogorgon Hunter. It's very comparable to the Ghostbusters logo, except instead of a ghost with a red circle and a line through it, it is a Demogorgon, and it says Demogorgon Hunter in a Stranger Things font. You gotta love this nod to the Ghostbusters. We know the 4 main kids, Dustin, Lucas, Mike, and Will, dressed up as the Ghostbusters in Season 2 when they went trick-or-treating, and Max ended up joining, and she was obviously dressed as Michael Myers. Great scene, by the way. But this Demogorgon Hunter sticker has me thinking, are there multiple Demogorgons on the loose in Hawkins? Obviously, at the end of Season 4, the Upside Down is bleeding into the real world. We don't know what the repercussions of that are going to be. There's gonna be a time jump, but are creatures from the Upside Down just looming like wild animals in the real world now? That would be a real interesting concept, and I just had this thought. I didn't even note this down before I prepped for this video. In the BTS teaser, we see Hopper, looks like he's on a hunting stand, he's wearing a heavy coat, he's got a rifle. What if he is a Demogorgon Hunter? And like I said, Demodogs, Demobats, whatever it may be, are just now sort of integrated into real society, and Hopper is like a lead Demogorgon Hunter. That would be so sick. I'm getting amped up just thinking about how dope that is. Whew! Man, the possibilities are endless with how they continue the story post Season 4, and I've never been more excited to see a show continue in my life. No clue where they're headed, but at the same time, I feel like I have a ballpark idea. I just trust the Duffer Brothers to stick the landing with this thing. And speaking of the Duffer Brothers, in this fifth picture, we have a random bag that says Duffer Bros on it, and you can see some orange Tic Tacs and floss. I haven't had an orange Tic Tac in years. I grew up, on those things, but I haven't had them in forever. And those little floss sticks I never used. If I floss, I just go old-fashioned with it. But I don't know if this picture has any meaning or if it's just a random BTS pic from a trailer, but it's in here. It's in the photo dump, so it made it in the video. Now, this sixth picture is where where things get real interesting and you could go down the rabbit hole, one might say. We see a painting of Alice in Wonderland artwork. Obviously, you've got the Cheshire Cat up top, Alice front and center, the Mad Hatter on the right, and then some of the other characters from Alice in Wonderland. But what's fascinating to me is Alice in Wonderland. If you guys have seen the classic Disney film from the 1950s, the whole movie is a dream. At the end, Alice wakes up. I know the Duffer Brothers have shot down this theory I'm about to say, but what if this is them subtly teasing, hey, this whole thing was just a dream. This whole thing was just a D&D campaign. It would be horrible. Trust me, I've made videos talking about how that'd be the worst possible way for the show to end. It's inconceivable. It's not going to happen. There's no way they're stupid enough to do that. But maybe this is also just them taking a dig at that stupid theory that ended up running wild. That would be a funny way of them being like, you guys thought. The more I think about this picture, the more I think it's probably teasing the Vecna-Holly relationship. We've had BTS paparazzi photos of Henry Creel in human form again, like Vecna wearing this fedora and like a suit and tie. And then you've got Holly wearing a colorful outfit, and I'm thinking maybe Holly is like Alice in the situation, and Henry, or Vecna, is like the Mad Hatter. He puts her in a trance, and she goes to Wonderland, or in this case, the Upside Down. That could very well be the case. This could be teasing that Vecna-Holly relationship, comparable to Alice in Wonderland, which is a real trippy movie, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get some real trippy scenes with Vecna and Holly this season. This 7th picture is actually a video of some balloons flying away, and it looks like there's some sort of satellite device attached. That would check out because we know that radio signals, radio waves, all that technology jazz is going to play a big role this final season. They've been teasing it for months and months on the broadcast channel and in the BTS posts. So maybe the balloons with the satellite is some sort of plan that we'll find out about. I also wonder if there's a camera attached to that satellite device. It could just be some sort of high-tech drone camera that I'm just unfamiliar with because I'm not a techno whiz. But either way, it's cool that they're sending balloons up and we're going to get some sort of shots of these things. I imagine this is part of their plan involving WSQK radio station somehow. The 8th picture is actually a video, and it is a video of the set. There's a blue screen in the background. It looks like there's been heavy rain. You can see there's a military presence as someone's holding a rifle in a full-on uniform. This could be downtown Hawkins at night. This could be shot in the Upside Down. It's hard to make out the structure of the building in the background. It's so far away. Either way, is going down in this final season. They've been teasing the military presence forever. At the end of season 4, we saw a lot of military heading into Hawkins. From all the BTS posts we've seen, there's soldiers, military trucks, lots of military presence in Hawkins. And it seems like there's going to be battles in this final season, and that's probably what they're shooting here in the rain, too. I cannot wait to see what they've cooked up. And the last picture is a video. It's of another marble being dropped into the Days Shot Bowl. So that does it for the Ross Duffer photo dump. Filming continues, and somehow we're almost in August. This year is flying by. We're almost in the 8th month of the calendar year. It'll be 2025 before we know it, meaning it's almost the year of Stranger Things Season 5 because it's coming next year, guys. We're also one day closer to Stranger Things Day, November 6th, and I believe that will be the biggest Stranger Things Day of them all. That's where I think we will get the next major update. A few weeks back, we got the BTS teaser, which showed some cool new shots, but I think on Stranger Things Day, we'll have a better idea of the release date and maybe get that actual official teaser trailer. The real deal is coming in a matter of months. I'm counting the days. Cannot wait for this final season. But that does it for the Stranger Things update. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. The past few Stranger Things updates happen when I am in a very busy day personally. Like, I'm about to get in my car and drive an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to be in my buddy's wedding this weekend, so I'm hanging out with him. But I'm probably going to edit this at some point. I'll get it out. But I appreciate you guys' support, especially on the Stranger Things videos. It means the world. I love talking about this show. I have tons of Marvel content out this week. Deadpool and Wolverine dropped, so be sure to check that out as well if you're interested. But hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And of course, Patreon is the place to be for extra exclusive content and to go the extra mile in supporting the channel. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you, as always, for watching. And until next time, I'll see you on the other side of the Upside Down.